Hello, everybody! It's time for the Dead Unicorn Show. I'm the Game Master. I'm Corey. We play Numenera every Tuesday night, and now is the time we're doing that. Hey, if you like what we do here, subscribe and like the video. And if you want to support us, I have a link to an adventure down in the description. And soon, I'm going to be releasing a Patreon, the Dead Unicorn Society Patreon, where I'll be publishing all sorts of game-related stuff. If you like great stuff for RPGs, every month there'll be something new there. So watch for that. It's coming very soon. But first, let's introduce our cast, the people we make magic with, just like Harry Potter. He's our Sorcerer's Stone. It's Colin. He's a Chamber of Secrets. It's Tarek. She's the Order of the Phoenix. It's Crystal. She's the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's Helen. And he is the fanfic, the lingerie closet. It's Howard.
I don't appreciate the slavery reference, but okay, we can keep moving.
The slave? Always. You always gotta give me. You always gotta give me.
Every time.
Every time.
It's like you have to make fun of Howard every time. I always have to have a comment every time.
Gotta taunt me. So this is what we're gonna do today. First, a little recap. But we're gonna have to rewind time just a little bit in this game. A little bit of a retcon. So, you guys were tasked with killing the Ice Weavers, and you did that rather well. But Helen's character, Vi, I believe her name is Vi.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Vi.
She produced a flame around herself. And she tested it out with her spray, her flame retardant spray. And she touched Jet, and Jet was absolutely fine. Then she sprayed Crassius's hands, and then she reached out to grab it, doing 2 points of damage to Crassius, and you start to burn Crassius.
Ow!
Whoops. Guess it doesn't work on skin.
No, it does not. That's why you also have a flame retardant cipher.
Okay.
Yes, I looked up that spray earlier. It doesn't work on anything that's animate. Like, it only works on non-animate things. But you also have a cipher that can also make things, just in
So what
case.
you're saying is you didn't change my cipher. So
I did not. But don't worry. There'll be new ciphers for you this adventure. So you're stuck in...
Carry on.
I can barely hear you, Helen.
Bad. I have a crystal that breaks and then reforms instantly, so it's kind of useless.
Got your cipher though, because I have a blob of clay that apparently does nothing. I don't know what it does.
I also have a small mirrored cube. It just looks mirrored.
So you are in an ice castle. And there's a bit of water on the ground from the heat coming off of Vi. And Cassius is rolling on the ground trying to put himself out.
On that
I mean, he
note,
could just
the
stick
water.
his hands in the water. That
I squirt Cassius with a flame retardant ink.
I'm looking for where to put in my 2 points of damage.
Might. It's going to be might damage.
Might. Okay.
Do I need to roll to hit him?
What are you trying to hit him with all your...
Flame
I'm gonna use that
retardant.
ink jet.
Right. As long as you're not aiming for the eyes, you can spray it on them and...
Okay. I'm not looking to do the. I know it can blind people, but I'm not aiming for his eyes unless they're on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing him a favor.
You are covered in some black liquid.
He just inked on you.
This is my hand still on fire.
No, it's out.
In his culture, this is a greeting.
This is a marginal improvement.
Basically, yeah. The from the robot's like center mass, a little port opens and just squirts out dark fluid.
Oh yeah.
And then he says,
Again.
"I'm helping."
Yeah, I sound exactly like that.
Actually, it's more like Bumblebee in the first Transformers movie.
So
Yeah,
what's
I don't remember
what's
that.
the freezing point of this black goop?
The freezing point?
Is it gonna
I
harden
don't
into a
know. I would imagine since it's viscous, it's thicker than water. I would imagine it doesn't freeze as easily, but it does freeze. I'm sure because I'm not immune to being frozen. So
And cement is
I am
thicker
pretty
than water,
viscous.
and it freezes room temperature.
It less like, sure, it kind of makes your clothing wet, but it's not gonna like freeze. It's more like it's gonna stain your clothing. You're pretty sure it's gonna stain a little. You're gonna have a
Okay, but I'm
spot
not
there.
going to be like one of those ice cream cones with like the candy shell.
No.
Okay.
At least not now. But soon.
All right. Well, now that I'm all flame retarded,
Uh,
yeah.
Well, I
that's
think
some
we
sort of
should-
retarded.
check out what's inside this building.
Well, there's the crystal castle you're in, and then there's the building. Yes.
I want to look around. At
Oh,
this
we're not
cavern.
done looking around the ice castle.
You
Hey, as long
you
as
haven't
we're
even
done fighting the
started.
monsters.
Okay.
Okay, this is just a empty hallway that goes nowhere.
So yeah, you see like a clutch of eggs. What you think are eggs? They look egg-like.
Back here?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, guys that are watching at home. There's this map right here that they're kind of running around on.
I kind of keep pacing back and forth right here, like, what is this?
But everybody who is searching around, including Tarek, who's searching, can make a mind roll. Yes, you can make a mind roll.
Intellect.
Intellect. That's what we want.
Take a difficulty? Do we know? Or just like
It's
roll and
whoever
whatever-
whoever
If
makes
we-
the highest.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Does Numenera have anything to do with it?
No,
Okay, well, I tried.
it's more of like a perception thing.
Oh well, hey there.
So change the difficulty to 0 or what? How do you do it for whoever makes the highest? You just does it matter?
Yeah, you can change the difficulty to 0.
Okay.
If you put in a difficulty, I'm not gonna like hold that against you at all.
You've ruined it.
Like if it says
Alright.
failure, I'm not even gonna take that into account.
Oh, that's odd.
But you
Didn't
can
count
put in
my
effort if you wanted,
Yeah, I'm putting in effort. I
or
just
if
wanted
you
to
have
know
a
if I'm-
skill in like looking for things.
Oh, actually,
Nope.
Crassius does, doesn't he?
not so much in perception. Sort
Yeah.
of.
That's
Yeah.
that's a that's a
That's
skill.
exactly what we're looking for.
Okay. Well, I do have a
Oh.
skill in perception,
Then you get +1 to your level on this.
which I think it actually already calculated with an ability. I see a +1 there in my roll.
No, that says inability. That means
Oh.
that you're unable to do this. That
Oh.
added to your difficulty.
It was partly covered up by my character sheet.
So what do you have an
Yeah.
inability in?
Well, I have an inability, maybe because I'm impaired, because I'm
No.
Oh yeah, he is
a lot of
impaired.
damage.
Oh yeah, you are impaired, but
I
that
am
doesn't give you
impaired.
inability. That makes
Okay.
effort cost more.
Ah, okay. I don't know where my inability is coming from. Maybe I'm just dumb.
Let me check your character sheet real
Or
quick.
maybe you just didn't click it over to
Crassius.
whatever it should be.
All right. You have a bunch of skills. You have inabilities in heavy weapons. That's what you have an inability in.
Right. Which is on my sheet.
Yes.
Oh, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have rolled because you said if the base was 0. Well, if the base was 1, we would all just need to roll 1 time. If we lower it to 0,
No.
we all auto make it.
No,
Switch
it's,
it over to 0.
there is
'cause
no difficulty.
yeah.
The difficulty is making a higher level than the rest of the party.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Well, it
difficulty.
looks like Praxis and I rolled the same, but I put in effort, so I think I made it by more.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Okay.
You are more observant.
In the
Little red dish
icy
comes out of my face and like looks around.
in the icy walls of this place, both Jet and Praxis notice some sort of device or gizmo in the walls.
Oh, I was searching the room.
Yes, I know. Or
Oh, okay, just making sure.
oh, what the not the room you're in? Not the icy.
The room my character is in. Yes.
The building.
I don't see the build. Oh, yeah, there you are up there. Okay, never mind. I'll tell you what you find a little later than Jet.
Alright, so good to know.
Praxis sees
So-
the thingy in the ice.
Crassus and no,
Praxis.
no, Praxis. Yeah, Praxis and Jade. Actually, let me see here. Difficulty
I was
3,
stepping on the
difficulty
traps.
4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Crassius. Praxis and Crassius. Because Crassius, you have a skill, right?
Yeah.
In perception. Okay. Then you eke out Jade just by 1 point. Okay. Praxis?
You eked out Jade? Gross.
Actually, I'm going to rule it this way. Praxis, you find something embedded in the ice. Crassius and Jade, you both spot this thing at the same time. There's something embedded in the ice wall here, and it looks like some sort of device.
It's Captain America.
Oh. What's this?
Some sort of device. Apparently. Does it have any buttons?
I'm going to
Or
expend
dials?
some mental effort and give it a nice scan.
All right. You scan it,
An ice scan?
and it is some sort of inactive Numenera. The only reason you're detecting it now is because you were focusing your scan to it alone. But if you were just scanning things, you probably wouldn't have noticed it because it's inactive.
Interesting. So a scan will tell me its level and also whatever facts you would like to provide.
It's inside the ice, so the water is the ice is deflecting some of your scan.
Okay. Is it really large? Does it look like a very large device?
No, it looks like something you could put in your hand.
So technically we could maybe melt the ice and try to retrieve it.
That is a possibility.
Yep.
Do you have anything that can melt ice?
And if
Hey,
only my
Vi.
hand is still inside.
Vi can melt ice.
Hi. I seem to have located something within the ice wall. Perhaps you might be able to melt the ice so we can retrieve it and investigate it more thoroughly.
Just
You sound
gently
like
try to
somebody whose
remove the
friend is
ice
mind
over it.
Whose friend is mind control?
Yeah, like when the friend walks up, he's like, "I am here to help you do the thing we are doing today."
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't pay attention to the mind slug on my forehead. It has nothing to do with this.
Brain slugs. Poor thing
So I think you're
starved to
muted.
death.
I'm not hearing Helen at all.
No.
Oh, I was hearing her in the house, so I didn't even notice.
Oh, there it is.
There
Yep.
we go.
It was muted.
There we go.
I was eating popcorn. I don't know, y'all smacking over the camera. So. Okay.
That could be a fetish. We could be up on like a
No,
whole new.
we're not
thing.
doing it. This is an ASMR layered over.
Come on. Popcorn ASMR will get us so many views.
Yeah, it's a mukbang / ASMR / gaming.
Exactly.
So I guess I'm coming over to where you guys are so that I can see what you're talking about. Because I had no idea what's going on, and I wouldn't even know.
So-
Even if I saw, when I see it, I'm gonna have no idea what it is. So
Jade and Crassius, you also see something in the wall.
Something else?
Something different, yes. You don't see the same thing that okay. Praxis does. You're looking at a completely different cool thing embedded. Let's say it's embedded in the ground.
Okay. I will look down at it and Does it look like a Numenera type of object?
There's a
or-
handle sticking out of the ground.
Oh, a handle.
Like a suitcase handle.
Describe the type of handle this
It's like a
is.
tricycle.
It's just like a piece of metal that kind of juts out like a
Like a
hand,
lever?
like
Like
a maybe a lever.
hatch.
Yeah, it could be a lever. It could be.
I grab it and yank on it.
All right,
Doesn't
make a
happen.
might roll. Level 7.
That's my extending effort noise.
If he makes the roll, the whole place collapses and kills us. Is that correct?
Something like that.
Yes, but don't say anything yet.
I'm in the side room. I'm fine.
Spoilers, Jet.
Maybe.
I'm gonna. Get
For all
away
we
from
know,
the
that's a
fire.
trash compactor you're in.
Nothing happens because he slips.
Yeah. Ooh, if you pull any more, you'll
Break your
It's up a hernia.
shoulders.
Pull a hammy.
pull.
I think if he had rolled a 1, he should pull like the handle off. He's just sitting there holding a handle.
Like, well,
I
that's not
got
gonna
it.
work anymore.
Maybe we should take a look around before we decide to try that again.
So Vi, what are you doing with Praxis?
Trying to figure out what he's talking about.
There's
He said something coming
there's
over here.
something underneath the ice that he's pointing to. It's a little deep in there, but there's definitely something. It's a different color than the ice around it.
I mean, is that all Praxis knows about it?
Yeah,
Is that all you know about it?
that's all he knows.
It's an inactive or an inactive form of Numenera. I'm not certain more about it because the ice is in the way and offering some sort of resistance.
I mean, could it be dangerous? I mean, is there a reason why it's down there embedded in? I don't want to freeze
I'm
something.
sure it is. I'm sure it is frozen in the ice wall. I do not believe that the weavers would have been aware of it, nor interested. Perhaps they did
Oh,
not.
hey, all this is. I clap my hands together, rub my hands together, literally like I'm
Mr.
trying to
Like
start a
warming 'em up?
campfire.
Friction.
You know, you have the sticks and you're like, so that's what I'm doing. And I will keep doing it for what seems like a long period of time because I actually don't know how to turn this on. Until my hands catch fire. And then I'll just place them over, not directly on the ice, but kind of just hover above it and melt it in case I don't want to damage whatever it is I'm trying to
Okay,
do.
that sounds like a good idea. You'll melt it all the way down until you can see the item. And Tarek, I want you to roll a percentile die.
Oh, percentile, eh?
Yes.
To see what it is. I'm sure.
Bomb in the fire activates it and it explodes.
86.
Okay. It looks like some sort of gun, but the end looks like a nozzle. We're going to stop you right there. We're going to go over to Jet.
Nozzle
Ooh.
guns.
Jet, you're in
Let's hurry up and
a
have me fall in the trap.
Oh my god.
Jet, you're in a really large room. It's huge.
All right.
For traps.
Whatever this thing is looks interesting. I'm walking around the room searching it. I had rolled a 19 earlier on an I don't know what,
Mhm.
but I did spend effort because I really wanted to find the I don't know what.
This place.
I might have spent too much of my effort. I think I have a thing that makes effort easier for me on intelligence rolls.
It's dark in here.
I did spend too much. I'll fix that.
It is dark in here. Do you have something that can make light?
Do I?
His
That's a fair
entire
question.
suit.
Do I?
He has the rave thing. Remember? You have the button that does the rave.
Yeah, that was I'm going to assume that was a one-off cipher thing that will never work again. Because he did that as a descriptive thing. However, I have a thing that can make one-off ciphers work again. So I'm going to try that. Can I make lights on purpose? Because that actually happened because I rolled a 1.
So, describe exactly what you're doing.
All right. I made lights once by screwing up. I want to see if I can make that effect happen one more time. It's a nano thing, a Numenera device that is being used. Let's see. I'm sorry. Those are the instructions. Let me find the other thing. Hang on. I can't remember how my stuff works. I have a thing somewhere that allows me to reuse a cipher or like make something that's not working again. One time.
Right.
So when I rolled a 1, you made lights come out. So I'm going to see if I can make that happen just one extra time and look around.
Okay.
But I'm looking for the thing so I can tell you the exact name of it. I know I'm not crazy. It's on here somewhere. If I had a physical character sheet, I could find it so much quicker.
I know.
Sorry.
I'm not seeing anything like that.
Sorry. I don't think I made this up.
You might be able to use hedge magic to do this. To light up the place.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think that's what I was reading, though, that said I could do that. I'm just trying to remember what it was I did read that said I could do that. It's why I have the magnetic attack drill I used in the first game, and I marked it Hughes, but I didn't delete it because I knew I was going to have a chance to use it again. Inexplicably unbroken. I found it. Oh, hey, my thing changed.
Oh, sorry.
You did that.
Yeah.
All right. An inactive, ruined, or presumed destroyed device temporarily activates and performs a useful function relevant to the situation. This is enough to buy you some time for a better solution, alleviate a complication that is interfering with your abilities, or get you one more use out of a depleted cipher artifact. So this would be kind of alleviating the complication interfering with my abilities I can't see. I'm going to make this thing that once lit up by accident, see if I can get to do it just one more time.
You know what? Since you rolled a 19 on your intellect roll, which gives you a minor effect, I'm going to give it to you because the inexplicably unbroken, that's exactly what it only activates when you have an effect, like when you roll a 19 or 20.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Well, then, yeah, that.
All
I
right.
do that.
Your
I knew
lights
that.
bring
That's
to
exactly what I meant.
life temporarily as you've rerouted some sort of power to your light source.
And so they're like, I see like flickering, there's sparks coming out. I have a feeling this isn't going to last long, so I'm going to start searching the area.
Okay. The first thing you notice in here is that the place has been pretty gutted. There are plates that have been ripped up, wires that have been pulled out.
Does it look like pulled out like somebody disassembled this stuff in a hurry, or like monsters yanked it apart and chewed on it?
It looks like it's been looted. It looks like it was from people.
Okay.
It's some hoodlums after the copper wiring.
Well, I figure we just saw giant ice bugs, and maybe they're like metal termites for all I know.
But
Yeah.
you do notice this because you rolled so well. This place, there are specific items that were part of the machines here that have been specifically pulled out, not just looted, but they were removed the way they were supposed to be removed. So whatever this place
so they
does,
were correctly removed.
yes, they were correctly removed. So if you want to make this place work for whatever it was supposed to work for, you'll have to find these items and put them back here.
Can I make a understanding Numenera roll? I guess because that's technology, right?
Yes.
Can I make that roll to try and tell if this place's current status is why that part of the wall went out, the ward wall?
You can make an understanding Numenera roll to understand the purpose of this room.
Okay, well, that sounds like what I want to do. I'll try that. I have understanding Numenera, so that gives me an asset.
Yes.
Okay, and then I can spend effort again. which I have a edge to, so I'm only spending 2 each time instead of 3.
Yep.
And I will make the roll. I think I've done everything. Oh, what's my difficulty?
I'm gonna make it difficulty. A lot of the stuff has been ripped out of here. Difficulty 5.
All right,
So
I'm putting that in, and I think I did it all right. So we'll see. Where it says skill, what does I, U, T, and S mean?
it means you're hampered. You have
Oh,
an
you're
inability.
gonna switch it to T.
Trained.
You
Okay.
you want T for trained,
Yeah.
and
I
S is
figured
for
it out. All right.
specialist.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. So in other words, you use that instead of asset.
Yep.
Oh, do I? Oh, then I.
Yeah.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Sorry.
I failed anyway. But this place seems important. I'm gonna first fix the asset problem, and then second, I guess I have another XP. I can spend it. Lower my XP here. Dang it! But this feels like an important role, so I'm gonna try again. Man, son of a. Every time I spend XP, it's because I want to throw it in the hole. And that's what that is.
So, back out in the main area, what is Praxis and what is Crassius and Jade up to?
This lever. Maybe we should look around here before we decide to pull it again, just in case it's gonna do something bad. So
All right. I mean, it could do something good too, but
it
I
could.
see your point. I see your point.
I want to check around and see if I can find anything that it might be attached to.
It looks like whatever, like, it looks like something that came, like the only things that are metallic or metal in this area is in that room where Jet is. So maybe it got pulled out of that room and then buried?
Okay.
Like either the creatures pulled it out or there was a weather event that pushed it out, something of that nature. Or it may be there purposefully because it's some sort of trap. It could be like a landmine that was supposed to keep people out. You don't know.
Touch it.
Nah, my main thought of what it might do would be that it controlled something in that room. I want to go check out this building.
Okay, you walk in and you see some flashing, like, different colored lights emitting from Jet.
And while that's happening, I'm walking back and forth, looking at things, going, analyzing, insufficient data, analyzing, insufficient data, insufficient data. I'm starting to look. If I could look frustrated, I probably would, but I can't because I haven't really got a good, expression.
You haven't really got a face.
That.
I'll follow too. I'm gonna go in there, check things out in that room as
All
well.
right, you see the same thing.
Jet, it doesn't seem like you've got any ideas for what this room is for. Shall I help you out?
There is insufficient data to determine the purpose of this room. This is a waste of our time. Because
Well-
clearly, if I can't figure it out, no one can.
I think I'll take a look around myself.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't you let us take a crack at figuring out the room, and while we're doing that, you go see if you can get that thing unstuck from the ice.
I will go and do menial labor as I am unable to see the purpose of this room.
Crassius, are you guiding him to where it is, or are you just like pointing and he walks out?
Well, there are two things stuck in the ice, right?
Yeah.
There's the thing, the handle, and then there's the other device. I'm gonna leave it as vague as I actually said it and see.
All right. Jet
Let's see
walks
where
out.
other people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll
So,
probably go to them.
Jade,
Understanding Numenera.
you can do an understanding Numenera roll and figure this room out. Actually, the room is plunged into darkness as Jet leaves. There's only a little bit of light coming in through the doors.
Haha, that's what you get for sending me away.
Oh no, I can't see.
As Jet leaves the room, his light source gives out.
Can't hear you.
Ellen,
I don't know why I keep muting myself. My hands are on fire.
Yes.
So isn't there light?
Not in the room they're in. They're in a different room.
Isn't he right there? He's right there.
oh, I'm walking towards you, but my lights go out as I walk towards you. But the point was that they're in the darkness, not me.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all in the same.
No,
room.
no.
We're inside
Vi-
of an enclosed area.
Vi and Praxis are in a dim place, but you can still see.
Okay, y'all need to move y'all's guys then, because Jade's right next to me. So I thought everybody was in the same area. Everybody's in the same. Anyway, whatever. Moving on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I moved my guy. They didn't move theirs.
Oh yeah, I thought everybody was around me because everybody was around me. So
Hey, it's
except for-
confusing.
Yay.
I say, well, crap. I don't suppose you have anything that makes light, 'cause I don't.
Well, I have these goggles that tint everything green. I don't think they make it lighter, but I mean, night vision is kind of green, so maybe they'll help. I also have this thing. Let's see. Nope. It sounded like it might be a light. It's not. Something called a blinking nodule. No, not a light. Could we prop the doors open? Could we get some natural light?
The door, like, they're open doors. The problem is that they only give like 2 slits of light.
Okay.
Well, okay, I guess there's no point hanging around in here.
Pack of light tools.
They're not light tools.
They're not
Actually,
tools for making light.
your light tools may have a glow globe in it.
Oh yeah.
So let
I
me
mean-
check that out. Let's see what's in the light tools real quick.
Okay.
So, equipment. Other equipment. Bag of light tools contains tongs, pliers, screwdriver, hammer, pry bar, lock picks, 10 feet of string, 3 feet of wire, miscellaneous screws and nails. Nope, you're out of luck.
All right.
No glow globe in there.
Well, I guess we can leave this building and see about helping Jet pull that thing out. Because if there's nobody in here, I'm not all that worried about what that lever does.
Meanwhile,
All right, Jet, you walk on out and you see 2 people, Praxis and Vi. Vi is melting the ice in the wall.
I'm
Perhaps
going
just
to-
waiting there patiently.
all right. So one of my intrusions does allow me to reuse a cipher, but to do that, I'd have to roll a 19 or a 20. Is that right?
Yes, on a skill roll, or any roll you're doing. There has
So
to be.
if I pulled out that magnetic drill to try and help them like dig this thing out, I could do it as long as I roll a 19 or a 20.
I guess usually this happens while you're doing something else. It's like an added bonus for what you're already doing.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to understand this game. I'm sorry. All right, then I see what they're doing, and I don't have a skill for digging through ice, but I'm sure I could pick at ice with my blade. So I'll start trying to help them and pick the thing out.
As you approach them, Vi brings back her flaming hands, and you see the item is revealed. It looks to be like a stubby little gun with a wide nozzle at the end.
Analyzing. Understanding Numenera to determine its purpose.
Okay, you make a skill roll.
Cool.
We'll say
I will
it's an intellect roll.
I will waste more of my intellect to waste.
You don't have to use any intellect effort, but you can if you want.
I will also try to identify it.
And I
Okay.
am trained. So, what's difficulty base?
Let me check. Tara, can you roll a d6 for me, please?
Two.
4. It's difficulty 4.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't put a difficulty in.
It's fine. You roll a difficulty 3, but you're
I can't roll
specialized.
things today. I just cannot roll things. That's what I've learned. No, I'm good at this. This should be a roll I always make.
But
Except not
I
today.
did. I should have made it.
You did. Don't worry. Praxis got it.
didn't
Scanning
expect
it, you notice with your by looking at it and your analyze, there's a little needle at the end of the wide nozzle. You're pretty sure it's an injector, and you see some ancient words on it, and you kind of you're guessing from other words you've seen like this that this thing can make you stronger. You inject it, and it makes you stronger.
Insufficient data. This is worthless trash.
It is a cipher.
It is worthless trash. That is what I say out loud.
I'll reach out and pick it up and go.
Okay, you grab it, and then you crack it out of the ice. You flick off some pieces of ice that are stuck to it.
I think this has a purpose. I'll look it by. Perhaps it might be useful for you, as I'll kind of hand it over in my palm of my hand, and I'll say,
I'll pick it up like this, like,
if you inject yourself with that end, it should induce a rapid stimulation of your musculature system.
I'm not giving myself a shot. My stuff's
Well,
natural.
It has been inside this wall for quite some time, but if it is still operational, and I have no reason to believe it is not, you could use it in order to gain quite a bit more strength.
For a limited time.
For a little bit of time.
Prizes and prizes and participation may vary.
With proof credit.
Wait in New Jersey.
Vacuum plate alarm too mad.
So I like looking at it like, I don't know about this. Hey, Crashes.
Yeah.
Here.
Let me test something on you. I will say, I will warn you, Vi, that I do not believe it has more than one usage.
Well, I wasn't gonna just stab him without saying anything. I mean, I'm not, so hey, since he's up here, let me tell you something here. Put my elbow on him. So, apparently this thing, and I point to this thing, has some kind of enhancing abilities. What do you think about it,
I don't know. What does it enhance?
Praxis? Because I don't know.
It used to be used to ensure that a boost of musculoskeletal strength was administered to whatever the patient who was injected was. Common usages were probably for construction or enhanced application for military purposes.
Do you think I should like use it?
I
It is not
mean,
necessary for you to use it now.
Well, not now, but I mean in general.
So, I'm going to come in here for a second. This is a cipher. So everybody has a cipher limit. You can't carry more ciphers than your cipher limit.
Well, can we toss one and replace it? Because
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
definitely what you can do.
because
So for
right
Vi,
now,
your cipher limit is, under Numenera, is 2, and you have 2.
but I have one that is the same as my artifact, so I can, in theory, replace it, right?
Well, it's kind of the same. Your fire-resistant spray only works on inanimate objects. Fireproofing spray works on anything. So perhaps a trade is in order. Maybe you could give the other one to somebody else who is not at their cipher limit.
And could probably use a fireproofing spray like Crashes. Hey, Crashes, you have room for this? No, toss in my spray can.
Mind you,
don't.
used ciphers do not count towards your limit. Because ciphers can only be used once. If they're used up from their energy.
Well, I haven't used any of them, and
You see,
Well, I'm currently in the
Yeah. Oh, never
process
mind, I
of
have one,
using
so-
one.
Maybe Jet might find it useful then.
he already has built-in fireproofing. Didn't you see that stuff he's been trying to spray on everybody every time he sees a hint of fire?
You mean this stuff?
Yeah.
It's still
That
all
stuff I point outside with my hand still on fire, and I'm like, oh, whoops.
While that liquid is capable of extinguishing flames, it should be noted that that liquid is not designated for that purpose. It was merely the liquid I had available at the time.
Oh, wait.
That's disgusting.
What
That's
is it?
That's right, I peed on all of you.
Oh, pee. Okay.
You're leaking coolant at an alarming rate.
Okay.
From my chest plate. As one does. For I am just like you.
Yeah, because we. Okay. Anyway.
I am human like you are.
Do you have room for this?
I can make use of this, yes.
Okay, so I will hand him the fireproofing spray and keep the inoculation.
okay, so
I open up a plate and I put it in there and I close the case.
I'll explain to him what it is so that he knows what it is and what it, so when you put it.
your new cipher is, you know what?
Mhm.
Y'all can do a little role play, and I'll write it in on your sheet, Vi.
Okay, so I will hand him the canister. It looks like a.
So can you copy paste hers into mine?
Okay.
And I'll say, well, this is just like the spray that I used on Crashes, except it works on skin as well as clothing and inanimate objects. You can spray it on anything, and it'll be fireproofed for at least 24 hours. I don't know the max time it works, but at least 24 hours. Only works once, though. Use it wisely. Not on yourself. You don't need it, but just in case someone else does. It works on skin and clothing. Here you go.
This could be quite useful if we decide to detonate a building.
I mean, maybe you can use that one time instead of whatever that black stuff was that you sprayed everywhere, because it's kind of messy and I don't think it's very effective. I mean, look at Crashius. It's still coated in it.
Yeah, and I
It's
think
like,
we established that this is his pee.
What do you guys think we should do about
It
these?
is not urine.
It is not urine. Does it smell like urine?
That comes from a different port.
No. We don't want to know what port that comes. We'll just leave that to the imagination. Thanks.
I like that you are imaginating me.
I'm not. At all. Well, you're welcome. I'm sure that spray will come in handy, and thank you for taking it off my hands, because this shot, should I decide to use it, because I'm kind of...
What do you all think we should do about these eggs?
Burn them!
We should definitely
Destroy!
dispose of them.
Perhaps you could just cook them and you could eat them.
I can burn them.
If you use a lower setting of heat, perhaps you could cook them.
Anybody hungry?
Do you have settings?
Gross.
I reach for a knob.
I cover up my chest. No.
I like that that's where your knob
Having
immediately had to be.
No knobs. But I mean, I'm not going to eat them. That sounds disgusting. But if anybody else might, I can try not to.
You eat other eggs, right?
How do you control fire? Are you a mutant of your tribe?
Were you
What
asking?
if they're not
Yeah.
Reaper eggs?
What did you ask?
I said, how do you control fire? Are you a mutant from your tribe?
No.
I look you over like looking for some oddity. You are definitely smaller than the rest. Are you a child of your tribe?
No. I'm not a child. I'm just slow. I mean,
If all children could control fire, that would make parenting very hard in your tribe.
probably. Look, I don't know why I have this or what gave it, why I have it or how I got it. I just do. I'm still learning about it myself. And since you seem to be all wise, you might know more about it than me. Do you? Can you scan me or
I would
something?
enjoy analyzing you.
Can you? Okay. I got an idea. Set my hands on fire again. Poof, fire. And I hold my hands out on fire so that you can touch them or scan them or whatever you do.
All right. She did spray me with her artifact earlier, so I'm going to use my metal hand and search, and I will try to understand the Numenera and how her stuff works.
Okay. The same message appears on your screen telling you that her wavelength is being canceled. Her specific energy wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
And you begin to scan her. And it appears that next to her heart, there's some sort of device. You're not sure what it is, but you know it creates a specific kind of energy. Something this suit seems to be familiar with. But unfortunately, you can't read the languages of this suit very well.
There is a device next to your heart that is controlling this. You are an augmented human.
What I can tell you is that the device is pretty powerful. More powerful than what she's using it for. So apparently there are other things it can do. And as she learns how to do it, she can get better at doing those things.
I immediately say, Kali Ma, reach into her chest, pull out her heart.
No.
Uh,
How about no?
Bye, cover your heart.
I said analyze it. Well, if you
I
further analyze it,
I analyze it and I repeat basically what he said in my
Yeah,
annoying,
I'm like-
arrogant tone.
Oh. That's okay. I look
it
kinda,
is
like,
logical that these
affected
things
by
would
it.
be
Like,
weaver
I don't
eggs,
know.
But I still don't think we can be sure that they are.
Augmented.
Augmented. You have been altered. You have a device inside you.
I kneel down and I crack one of the eggs open, Corey.
All right. It is some slimy white goo in there.
I suddenly feel like you should burn that with fire.
I hold my flaming hands out.
I wonder.
Yes.
I wonder if they will survive even without their parents.
You notice these eggs
It's
are quite
possible.
warm.
The eggs are warm.
Yeah.
Ew.
Something seems to be warming these eggs.
I would imagine that would be an internal ability.
Or maybe they were being incubated before we killed all the adults.
There were no butts sitting upon them when we arrived.
As you're holding this egg stuff in your hand, Praxis, your hands get colder and colder.
Ooh, that's neat.
Perhaps they are weaver eggs after all.
Take a point of might damage.
I put up my hand and go, It seems that whatever helps them to control their coldness or manipulate the ice is seeping through into my hand.
My mechanical eye shifts out of the socket and comes forward a little bit, and I say, analyze it, because I study the damage to your hand.
It looks like his hand is getting frostbitten.
I'll
It was warm at first, but now it's just sapping all of the heat straight out of his hands.
I'll like cover my hand with a scarf from the cold weather outfit and try to sop up as much of the goop.
You
as
wipe it all off. It doesn't seem to. You wipe it all off and then sit on your hands, and that'll help. You
They have a
There's also a
thermal
fire
leaching
source.
ability.
You'll use
You are
Futurama's.
incubating them.
What is it? Futurama's Nature's Pocket. I'm not going to say what that is. If you know the reference, then you know the reference.
You are incubating them. They are thermal leeches. Fascinating.
They certainly are.
If you continue to incubate them, perhaps they will imprint on you when they hatch, assuming you survive.
Well, let's
I don't
crush
know.
Or they
them.
will eat your corpse.
Perhaps we shall leave them here for now. I'll get up.
Jade
and
starts.
turn around from them.
Jade starts crushing him under her boot.
Yep.
Oh. Well. Such is life. As I'll turn around and walk away dispassionately.
Ah, the beautiful circle of life. It is nature's beauty. Crunch, stomp, crunch, crunch, stomp.
I'll turn around, just wander away. Doop doop. What did you find over here? As I'll walk over to that little patch of area where they had the handle.
There's a lever over there. Crassius tried to pull it, but didn't
It is
budge it.
encased in ice.
Wouldn't budge.
As I will give what could be best described as a horrible attempt at laughter.
Perhaps, perhaps it's one of those levers that is a push and not a pull.
Oh, I didn't try that.
Well, I guess that depends on which direction you're pulling or pushing from.
Maybe Vi should help with this one as well.
By the way,
I'm still feeling pretty strong from that patch.
Vi, your intellect is getting a little taxed from turning on your flame on and off. For every time you turned it on and off, you used a point of intellect. I reflected that on your sheet.
Thanks for telling me.
He just told you.
Yeah, great.
It costs a point of intellect every time you turn it on.
Great. Well,
By the way, I just realized I could have probably reached my hand through the ice and grabbed this that little gun thing anyway, but I didn't.
You could have. That's right.
I mean, you're really slow at it, but you could.
Would you like to try it with
would take
this?
me a minute or so.
Would you like to try it with this thing embedded in the ground?
Sure.
Is that a cipher or what?
No, it's just my ability. I can pass through physical barriers at a rate of 1 inch per round.
Neat.
Oh, I see a tail.
So I'll spend an
Yes.
intellect point, and I'll start slowly pushing my hand through the ice
Okay.
as more and more of my arm and forearm will start sinking through.
Yep, that will cost you 1 intellect, as you have. It usually costs 2, but you have an edge in it. So, let me see what this does here.
As long as it's not an energy barrier, that would hurt.
Ah!
Ah!
Right. You can go, describe what you're doing exactly.
So I sit there for a moment, and then I guess, to be honest, my arm starts to vibrate very, very quickly, almost imperceptibly quickly, as I start slowly pushing my hand into the ice. As it
Didn't this have
doesn't
the flash
feel like
booster solid objects?
consistency of the ice at all, but my hand seems to ghost as almost like a ghostly representation, just morph into the ice.
Okay.
And I will start reaching down.
We've been
What
covered in secret
are
and
you
he's very
attempting to do here?
I'm going to attempt to
Because you try and grab the thing in the ice, and your hand passes through it because it has to keep being intangible.
I want to reach down. Is there? Oh, I can't. Okay, hold on.
You can't touch it.
I can't perceive anything. Until I
Yeah, if
pass
you're
through.
inside the ice, when you are inside something, another object, you can't see.
That's a good point. I was gonna say maybe I could see if this like handle leads to something, but I wouldn't be able to tell until I got all the way through anyway. So if I get stuck in the ice, then whoops. And that doesn't sound like a great plan. So I guess I won't do that because that won't really work out for me too well.
We're all learning our superpowers today.
We are, yay! Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna walk through that area then. Yeah, I guess the only way we could really do this is by trying to chip out the ice around it. So
All right, you get to work chipping.
if Vi is not
I will help with the chipping. I do have
Willing-
I pull my blade out and start going.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say
Okay.
if Vi isn't feeling that great, I'll just start
One
kinda
of you
cutting
make a
back.
roll, and because there's two of you doing it, I'll give you an asset. It's level 3 to get it out of the ice. Actually, it's level 2 to get it out of the ice.
You
So,
go right ahead.
You need
Okay.
a 1. Just roll a level 1 to get it out of the ice.
I rolled mostly crap today.
Get a
You go
4
ahead.
or better.
Ah, there you go.
Ta-da.
You chip it out.
You succeeded, Jet.
So I'm gonna have Jet roll a D100 on this. Percentile die. Oh, jeez. All right, you pull it out, and it looks like an iron with it. So it has a handle like that curves down, and then it just has like a circular base that the handle's connected to, just like a circular piece of
Tortilla
metal.
press.
And then there's a
That's
button.
what it is. It's a million-year-old tortilla press.
Yeah, and then there's a button on the top of it.
Not a tortilla press.
In fact, the button is underneath like a plastic shield, so you can flick it up and then hit the button, so you don't accidentally hit it on, so you don't accidentally hit it. It is another cipher.
I'm glad this cipher conforms to OSHA safety standards. I will begin analyzing as he pulls it out and try to understand that Numenera, which I
Okay.
imagine he'll be doing the same thing.
You can make a skill roll to figure out what it is, or you can scan it if you like. I need Howard. Can you roll yourself? Can you roll a d6 for me, please? Okay, it is a level 5 item, so you'll have to make a level 5 roll to figure out what it is.
You want some help? I can help.
Yeah, you can get an asset if you
Or you can help me because I'm actually specialized in understanding this stuff. Okay.
There we go. Oh, you only hit trained. You didn't hit specialized. S for specialized, T for trained.
Oh, I'm trained. Is there a specialized? How do you get specialized?
Oh, you didn't. I thought only Tarek was rolling and you were helping him. I guess it's the other way around. That's fine.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Either way.
Either way, you made it.
So,
We got it.
We're good.
Okay, you're pretty sure that if you click this button, a force wall, a wall of energy will come out that is oh no, not a wall of energy. The plate unfolds into a big wall that stops flame or heat energy.
This is a flame shield. I believe there is a lot of things here to imply this is made to stop your friend Vi and people like her.
What?
Well, you already have encountered a cipher and an artifact which prevent flame. This is another artifact, or a cipher, right?
That's a cipher.
This is another cipher which is designed to stop flame, but it builds a portable wall, like a shield. I believe that whatever that device in you is, these items were designed to stop you from harming people. Or at least the device, maybe not you specifically.
Because I'm like, what? I don't. I'm still like
Perhaps your device is not unique, or whoever had it
Modifier.
before you was not kind.
Oh. That's
Or perhaps I am seeing a string of coincidences and drawing a conclusion that is unwarranted.
Perhaps.
Or perhaps the random dice rolls are creating a new plot despite the one that he already intended to run.
Is
Well,
there anywhere
like
else
this
to
place-
check around in the ice castle?
No, you gotten the entire place.
Start walking over to this like room area.
Okay, it's a big dark room.
It's really dark in there. Do you have anything that can light it up?
I sense magic in the area.
Can magic light it up? Do you have a way to control this magic?
I just want to see if there is magic.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go over here and just study the area, see if I feel anything special.
Okay. You meditate for the 1 minute it takes you. So everybody sees him walk in there. Does anybody follow him?
I will
I'm
follow
gonna
him.
stand just outside the door.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going to walk right in. That's how you find the traps.
As he starts lighting up again.
No, he doesn't light up again.
Oh,
I can attempt that if you would like.
just a
You see
friendly
him kind of he's kind of meditating. You just see a silhouette in the light from the door. That's all you see of him. He's not really moving.
Oh, I'm not moving?
No, Praxis.
Oh.
He's not responding. He's not moving. He's just kind of standing there, concentrating.
Praxis, can you ping yourself?
Yeah.
He's right there.
Wow. I don't know why, but that just blended right into the floor for me. I couldn't see him until he pinged it. Now I see it. Okay.
I'll show everybody what's going on over here.
Y'all like sit right here.
You were there? Okay, then I will walk over to you. Okay, and then the alien will burst out of your chest and try to devour me.
Ah! Oh no, the Weaver.
That's what you get for playing with that egg.
I know, right?
So do you do anything, or you just let him meditate?
I will.
Just keep poking me.
I'm gonna
What are
I'm
you
basically going to analyze real quick and make sure that he is just thinking and not like paralyzed or ill or something.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay, so I don't know if I need. Do I need a medicine check? Is that a thing? I don't know. I see that he's thinking. I will look at whatever he's looking at and see if I can think too. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
He's using well,
It's all right. You don't have to tell me what he's
I'm not
using.
gonna tell you what he's using.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me. I'm gonna try to figure out what he's doing, and then I will stare at it too and go, "Oh, I see." I don't see.
Okay.
Unless
This
I
is
roll a
what you
1,
get-
Then I probably think I see. No, I don't see.
So you can sense whether the Numenera is active. Is it okay? Right. This is definitely something very powerful, or at least once was. Unfortunately, there are lots of modules missing here, places where this item wants to work but is blocked by the lack of these by gaps.
I see. So this was once somewhere that was touched by the ancients, but is no longer fully functional. I kind of sit up and then slowly stand, and I'll kind of wander in the darkness with my hands out, touching like metal around this thing.
All right, you're feeling the grooves. Unfortunately, some of the metal is jagged as it's been pulled out. Pieces of the wall have been ripped out of it. and you almost cut yourself. It's too dark to actually see anything. If you could see this, maybe you could figure out what it was used for.
Let me see. I'll take the scarf off that I was using to clean my hands up. I will walk outside. Doop, ba-doop, doop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. I'll walk up to one of these dead bodies.
All right.
And I will attempt to rip or cut a limb off of one of them.
Sure. They easily come off when they're dead. You can just slice one right off.
Flork. I wrap the scarf around it.
All right.
And I'll walk up to Vi.
Okay.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
I'll look up for my seated position on the floor.
I just poke a makeshift looking torch into your direction. Do you think you might be able to help?
A little. I feel a little weird, but I can try, and I will expend effort to.
You don't have to expend effort. It under your.
No, that was not literal effort.
Oh yeah, of course. It costs an intellect point to light yourself, to give yourself a halo of flame.
I'm like, let me just dig in my bag and pull out a lighter. Here you go, Flake. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if you had that this whole time.
Hey,
I don't have anything that can make fire out of. So.
Yes.
Corey.
Yes.
All right, so normal people can't see in the dark. I'm going to assume at some point this base had lights. Can I make an untrained roll to try and repair the internal light system in this room?
Ooh, interesting. Do you have any tools in which to do that with?
I think I might. Let me check my stuff.
You should.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't have any tools, or else I would have said I would have done the same thing. I was
have
planning
light
on-
No,
tools.
since you are
Vi.
a metal man.
You reach out and you touch the end of this makeshift torch, and it's on fire, and you have this torch. Then you pull your hand away. Praxis, as you turn to go back to the room, the torch gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, and then goes out, and the leg feels really warm.
Uh-oh. I dropped the leg.
Well, that didn't work.
I go, it's blood. Do any of you know how to bleed an animal?
I'm glad I'm not
What?
there.
You live on a farm, don't you know how to do this?
Yeah,
Yes,
my dad
Crassus,
does
you
all
must
that
know
stuff.
how to bloodlet.
No, we haven't covered that part
I
yet.
mean, I've slit many a throat, but I don't know if I know how to do it so that the blood drains completely out. I'm not that adept.
So, Jet, do you have any tools?
No, I guess I do not. I just looked through all my equipment. I didn't see anything like that.
I look
so-
at my burnt scarf, and I just kind of put a sad face on
Yeah,
my face.
the scarf ain't all burnt up, but it's burnt enough that it won't work as a scarf anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
My character, he doesn't really have a lot of facial features, but his eyes look sad.
so trying
They
to
like
scrape,
point down.
Exactly.
Hold on, Howard, what was that?
so trying to scrape together, like, just whatever I have, using the forearm blade as a screwdriver, all that kind of stuff. Does that just make the difficulty one higher than whatever?
Yeah,
it should
I'll
be?
give you an inability on that.
All right. So I'm untrained with repair, and I have an inability. That sucks. It's an intellect roll.
Yeah, it's.
I can definitely spend an effort.
I'm gonna make
because
it-
that's gonna be-
I'm gonna make it a level 4 roll to try and repair the lights.
Okay.
But you have
So-
inability on it.
For is it eyes inability, right?
Yes.
And then I spent an effort, and I don't have any assets. So I think I did it right. Let's see.
Woo!
Heyo.
Eventually, I had to not roll total junk.
So as you're talking about
Adventure.
bloodletting out there, the lights come on inside the room. Zip zip zip. They give off that like 12 hertz hum that's kind of like zzz,
Like an
System
annoying
interface.
fluorescent.
like an annoying fluorescent does. Yeah, exactly.
I will
Like a-
scurry over
Oh, hey,
like
we have lights.
like a child running to the Christmas tree, like
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, as you
And
walk in, I'm doing
an eye
system
pop.
interface successful.
The
Jet,
room,
you've done it.
the room, all of the lights aren't on. There's like 2 in weird places that are on, and they give enough illumination that you can see around the room.
Are they flickering? So it's kind of like a Silent Hill situation in here. Or?
Absolutely
Okay,
not.
I'm going to totally start investigating this room, trying to understand what this machine was intended to do.
All right, you can make your understanding
And,
Numenera skill roll.
Can I
Intellect-
assist him?
Sure, you can assist him.
Yes.
That gives me an asset.
Yes,
What's the difficulty? Do I know or do I just roll?
5.
Okie dokie. Split-ow! Oh, it didn't register the difficulty, but I think I got it. 'Cause
You
it
made a
was 5
4,
minus 3.
and then plus your 2 for specializing.
Yeah, so I rolled a 7 difficulty.
You rolled a 7? Yeah, you got it.
I'm good at this because that's like the thing that I'm good at.
This room is a teleportation device. Or it would be if all of the modules were here. There are missing modules.
So I prod and poke and read stuff, and then I pull out a little book and cross-reference some things in the book, and I'll confer in quiet binary with Jade, like,
Like,
and then I'll pipe up after a while and go, I think it is a teleportation depot. It only has a few missing modules, but were they in place, I'm certain that it would still work.
I wonder what exactly is missing.
Teleporting to where?
That's a good
Very
question.
good question. Perhaps if I could interface with the device, I might be able to find out what coordinates it is programmed to.
Well, you notice the module that would give out those readouts is one of the ones that are missing.
Okay.
Perhaps this room is designed to send the fire-starting people away.
I go, well, if we could locate where this module was, perhaps we could control where this thing teleported you to.
Perhaps. Vi, take no offense. I find your pyrokinesis to be fascinating.
So do I.
I'll kind of
Alright.
wander off over into this area. What does this thing look like? Like a control panel?
Like a tiny Epcot Center?
Yeah, the tiny Epcot Center thing.
It does.
Oh my god, it's carbon! It's a buckyball.
Yeah, it is both like the control panel and like the power device.
Maybe like a holographic display.
Yeah, maybe like the world would pop up inside the globe, and you could move the world around to see where you'd like to teleport to. But it's off, so it could be anything.
I just stand kind of staring at it, almost like I'm charmed by the whole thing.
I do not believe this place has what we need to fix that ward wall of yours.
You think it's maybe frozen
No.
out there somewhere? Because there was a lot of stuff just kind of randomly
these-
frozen in the ice.
Are these doors?
No,
Are they windows?
they're just pieces of the walls that have been ripped away.
Oh, okay. I was like, can I jump through them?
Well, this is inside like the wall, inside the mountainside. At this point,
Yeah,
there was a cliff here, so
I see.
Okay.
So, but what I'm saying is there's not like another room attached to this.
no,
area.
this is the only room.
Well, if only we could find the rest of these modules.
Yes, but there's no way to know where to look.
I mean, guys, there was random stuff frozen in the walls and the floor in the next room.
Yeah, Vaya's point. We should take note of the size of all the gaps in the machinery here. Go see if we can find stuff that fits.
Crassius, I want you to make a intellect roll here.
I want you
Okay.
to set a forest fire.
Difficulty?
I'm gonna make it a 2.
Hey, how do we get our stats back? Is that a nap?
You have to do a recovery.
Oh, that's
At this
right.
point, everybody probably needs a 10-minute break.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
So, Crassius, you have
Yes.
studied this area a long time because you've been trying to find a way out of here, right?
I'm going to go over here and take a recovery.
Someone needs a nap.
Colin, right?
Yes. Right.
So I'm, instead of telling everybody, I'm just going to send this as...
Ooh, you're getting a private message.
There we go. I'm going to give you a private message here.
Hey, Colin, what you wearing?
Not appropriate.
Oh
I mean,
my gosh.
I just look at him on the camera. Yeah, you look good though, Colin. Just saying.
I know.
There we go. Secret GM note to you. So remind me, guys, whenever you make a roll that you would get personal information on, to give you a whisper instead.
Send me a whisper.
Guys, I think this is how we got here.
What do you mean?
I mean, we're in this valley, right? There's no way in or out. You can't get past the mountains.
Well,
So how did we
I
get
suppose
here?
some people could have gotten past the mountains.
Do you ever hear of anybody getting past the mountains? I think what
I
happened.
mean, a long time ago.
The
We don't
the
know what
founders
it
that-
used
that
to be
built-
like.
The people that built our little village. I think they built this place to teleport the first of us in here.
That sounds like a reasonable hypothesis.
You think the icon has something to do with this? Perhaps that is why they do not want people going.
Yeah.
Who even knows anymore? We definitely need to check the icon out, though.
Well, we have completed the task in order to do so.
The first task.
Second task is going to be to fix the teleporter. I just know it.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the elders didn't even know about this.
Oh, it didn't whisper. Dang
There's a
it.
stage whisper.
Yeah, you put the slash first,
Oh, that's what happens.
I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, the slash is first. I typed it too fast. That's fine.
Yeah, we already knew that bit anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really know what. Still haven't figured out exactly what the icon is all about, what it's for, or how it works. But it was built by the same people that built this thing, and maybe if we can get to the icon, we can figure out how to fix this thing, find the parts for it. I don't know, get it working, teleport us somewhere nicer than this valley where we have to have these pylons that keep us alive, and their ice weasels sneak in and kill us and our animals.
By the way, at this point, everybody needs to lose 1 speed from being out in the cold so long.
Ugh.
I mean, you are wearing heavy clothes, but they only keep you so warm.
Does that
I've
count for the
literally
woman
been
that has
catching
the
myself
aura
on
of fire?
fire for the
Um,
last.
you know what? No,
has a point.
you're fine.
Yeah.
You're-
That
Can
makes
we
sense.
take a 10-minute break real quick?
I've been taking a break.
Yes, that sounds
I'm feeling
good.
quite lightheaded.
All right.
I think I'll have a
Reset? 'Cause I'm
snack.
still set on 1 hour on mine. Did this reset?
No.
Yeah, my recovery is still set on 1 hour.
I don't think that's right because
It should
I
be-
think you.
Yeah,
I think
we
you
haven't
went-
had time to do a 10-minute recovery, so it should be on 10 minutes.
It should be
If-
on
if
10
that-
minutes, yeah. So
I was
let
gonna
me
say, I
fix
don't
that for
remember taking
you.
any recoveries before now.
There. I got it
We
on
took
10
some
minutes for you.
overnight, but I don't remember taking any since we started the trip. I took some in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, that's your one action one. So anybody who has one action can take both one action and a 10-minute. Other
Nice.
people can take a 10-minute break. If you're taking any more of that, let me know.
I'm just gonna take a 10-minute for now.
Ah, that's a sucky roll.
Buh.
Buh.
Okay,
I
so
got 4. It's all right. Fine.
Oops. Yeah.
Yuck.
So
I'm looking for
Crassius,
the button.
Crassius, you can also make your 10-minute roll as well.
Yeah.
I'm putting all that intellect because I'm like,
Can you tell us about how long it's been since we started fighting the Ice Weavers?
Oh yeah, it's been over an hour. It's been about an hour since you fought
Okay.
those Ice Weavers.
I figured.
That's why you took a point of speed damage every hour.
My
You'll take a point of speed
Might
damage.
Edge is gone now. Bye-bye, Strength Boost Cipher.
Is there supposed to be a +1 in recovery?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, just want to make sure
It's a
before I roll it,
D6
that's
plus your
supposed to be one.
tier.
plus your tier.
Oh, okay.
And then you can get extra.
Oh, there you go. You
for
got max.
Your advancements.
Hey, I finally rolled something decent. So I get 7 points just to spread back into my stats?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And we took a point of what kind of damage?
Speed.
Speed damage from the cold. So armor does not, stop that. After your break, is there anything y'all are you gonna hang around anymore, or are you gonna start heading back?
Oh, I can't see anything else to do here right now. I think we should head back to town.
I agree.
Wasn't this our one task? Was to go and kill the Ice Weavers?
Yes.
Yep.
Will the elders of your tribe require this data?
Yeah, do we need to
Picture
bring
or
back
something?
some dead weavers?
can you take a picture or something?
I am not that good of an artist.
If you'd like to grab one and take it, I mean, Tarek has an arm.
You don't
You
have
got an
a
arm.
Or
It's very
Praxis.
cold.
Jet. You don't have a recording function where you can just like save the last hour of what happened, like a dash cam.
My printer's out of ink.
Dash cam.
If he did, I'd make it dot matrix just to annoy everybody.
I assumed it would be inkjet.
Oh!
And like all inkjet printers, it's out of ink, and it costs more to get another ink cartridge than it does to get another printer.
So y'all head on back down the slope, down the mountain. Oh, we gotta wait. Something's happening. I have to be fair. Have to be fair to everybody. All right.
I apologize. Can you repeat that?
So as y'all are heading down the mountain, you can see the pylon barrier as you make your way back down.
Yes.
You're saying nose? I don't know is what you're talking about. Are we supposed to smell it?
Do like me.
My
All right,
dream.
Helen.
Okay.
Vi slips and falls down the mountainside,
Great. I mean, I'm
slamming,
still in this thing,
slamming
so-
into one of the pylons.
Ow.
You take 1 point of might damage as the pylon shocks you.
Zap.
Also, you gain an experience point, and you can give another experience point to another player.
I'll
Can I
come
hold on
help you
to
up
it
if
now?
you like.
Can I hold on to that decision now, or
You give it away right now.
oh, do I have to give it away right now?
You give it away right now. Yes. Yes.
God dang it! So nothing else happened to anybody. I just like banana peeled down the side of the mountain.
Yes.
Banana peel. Boop-doopy-doopy-doo.
I'm gonna give it to Crashius. It seems like it makes the most sense.
Okay. Gracias can get a point of XP. You see her fly down the mountain and hit this pole. From the top of the pylons, a little bit of shell snow falls off as it hits it. Makes a ringing noise that rings out over the mountainside.
Kong.
You record it with your smartphone and put it on YouTube.
I don't think that's how we're gonna fix it.
I yell down, Vi, are you okay?
Ouch.
Head
ice
down to
is
her as
very
quickly
slippery.
as I can.
Perhaps her heated boots.
I mean, I guess out of all of us, I would be the one that would trip and totally just beat it. It makes the most sense.
Your attack form is swift and unexpected. I admire it.
I mean, I'm down here now. Just a little bit bruised. Band-aid. Like, ouch.
So you get back on your feet. And hey, you made it to the edge of the area. And now you can get back to town.
Yeah, I'll carefully make my way down after her.
2 hours later, you're back in town.
Whew.
It's nice and warm
Not
down
freezing
here.
anymore.
Yeah, you don't need your heavy clothes.
Are we greeted as heroes with a parade and everything?
No one knows what the hell's going on.
Why
Well,
is
me
everybody
being-
wearing all those fluffy clothes? They're super weird looking.
Maybe me and Jade should go and speak with the elders.
All right, you go back to the elder.
Yes.
Yes, you go back to the elders' building. You walk in, and the three elders are discussing things there. So, yes, that's right, Howard. Where's my little book? Where'd my little book go? My little blue book. Dang it. All right, doesn't matter. You walk into the elder's room, and they're sitting there discussing something, and they turn towards you. Shh. Welcome back. I assume since you're here that you have something to report.
Yes, we have exterminated the ice weavers.
Oh.
I pick up the leg.
Yes, that's an ice weaver's leg, all right. You sure you got all of them, right?
Yes, even a clutch of eggs.
Oh, good. We don't want them coming back. So, you've passed the test of courage. Now, you must pass the test of compassion.
Uh-oh.
Our village is expanding.
Like another test under my breath.
I churn and hug Praxis.
And the Tazi family is in search of a new home. One is being constructed. Go there and build the home for the Tazis.
I'm gonna
Are
say,
there-
Howard, stop making them believe that you're my girlfriend. I didn't build myself a Robo Sapien.
Don't you assume my gender.
Are there supplies already waiting for us?
You'll have to figure that out yourself.
Is
What?
there a place to purchase tools?
Hold on. What is that thing?
That is the leg of one of your ice weavers.
Who are you?
That is
He's
Jet.
pointing at Jet. Yes.
Who are any of us, really?
He is my synthetic.
You built that, Praxis.
I claim it as mine.
Well. Very well. You have your assignment. You'll have to figure things out as you go. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a test now, would it?
Welcome
Yes.
challenge. I turn and
Is there a place to purchase tools in this town?
I turn and shoo Jet on.
Oh, it is time to go.
Yes, let's get moving.
Once we get outside of the room, I go, of course there's a place to buy supplies in town. I do not believe that that is part of the test, though. I am not sure that they would challenge us with having more money than necessary.
I assume the challenge was to perform menial labor without complaint.
That is actually what the test is.
I mean, fetch
See,
quests.
your tribe is simple. I understand.
Yeah, there's fetch quests. There's escort quests.
We just killed 12 boys in the
Go
woods. What?
24, yeah. Go kill 12 ice weavers and bring back their tusks.
It's the Numenera version of Kill the Rats in My Basement.
It's the Fighters Guild's quest. Oh no, my pillows. But chat. Run.
Jeez, which one was it where the skeevers were pets and you weren't supposed to kill them?
Oh, that was Oblivion, because the one before that in Morrowind, she had
they were just
skeevers and skeevers are rats. Yeah.
They were just
Cave
called
rats.
rats in Morrowind.
Cave rats. Cave rats. And they
Yeah,
were big.
they were eating the pillows in Morrowind. That's what the joke was. That's why I was like, oh no, my pillows.
In Oblivion, they were being eaten by like mountain lions.
Yeah, something like that. Her pet rats.
Anyway,
I
moving
think
on
they were skeevers back then.
to the Lowe's or the whatever Home Depot,
To the Home Depot.
wherever
us
your
find some
tribe
migrant
purchases its
workers.
tools.
Like-
There's a
Jet.
general shop here. There is definitely a general store where you can buy some things.
Now,
Or perhaps a
first,
blacksmith who makes
Flashlight.
tools.
some
I
of
will
the
give one
buildings
shin for whatever
were...
flashlight you can manage.
Ouch! You will miss that shin later. Standing is not overrated.
So some of the
Eh.
buildings here are like old techie buildings, and then some of them are wood with thatched roofs.
They're stone cottages with thatched roofs.
Okay. So we'd still need wood for the frame for the thatched roof.
Would they
But
get
most
upset
of
if we
it's gonna be
slept in a
stone.
regular house before we? No, we're playing. It's been a long day.
So are we like,
Are you suggesting we take a 1 hour lunch break?
are we the general contractors here? Are we running the whole build the house thing, or do we just show up and they have the tools and supplies and somebody's going to point us at a board and say put some nails in that?
We're the subcontractors. We have to go like there's somebody else involved, and they're like, "Hey, you do, you
So,
do
like, we-
fireproofing, you do waterproofing."
These are really great questions that you won't know unless you go there.
Yeah.
So maybe before we try to buy a bunch of supplies for something we may not actually need.
Anyway,
Yes,
I
we
do
should
like to
take
buy
a
a
look at the
flashlight.
site.
I have a hammer and a screwdriver and a crowbar and
Oh, look at you, Mister.
So you
I
have
Ready,
light
then.
tools.
Yes, a hammer and a screwdriver. All you need.
Like, yeah, I mean that's all it takes to build a house, right?
But he forgot to put the word toolbox in his equipment. He just juggles them all the time.
Does anybody have any heavier tools?
Yeah, that's a good. Mine are only light tools.
I am a
so
heavier tool.
I can only do light.
Yes, Praxis is a big
Praxis,
tool.
you're a heavy tool.
I don't know if you're calling me fat or not, but I take offense to it.
You're an awesome 90s metal band. That's what's going on, right?
Heavy tool. Is that like Maynard, but he's chubby?
So, what's your plan? Do y'all have a plan?
I think we should go check out the building site.
Perhaps there are already tools there. That would be convenient.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
I want to see the site and
Okay.
then make a plan.
Because the elders just withhold all the information we could possibly need, so
We
we
must
have
build
to
habitats
find
for
out
your humanity.
ourselves.
You guys go. Well, it's a lesson they're teaching you. You see, you guys head.
That the world is not kind.
Exactly.
Yes. You must perform these 4 important tasks. Let's see. So someone do my dishes. What else do we get them to do?
All right.
Hey, here's an idea. We're gonna go build a house for somebody. Maybe we could make them do quests for.
Yeah.
We'll build you a
The
house.
exclamation point just like appears above your head, and you're ready to give quests.
You make it to the site, and there is part of a house made. Like, there's the frame and maybe a couple rocks, but not much. But there's a whole bunch of like mortar and stone ready for you guys to start making a house.
You said
There's a
house
guy
made.
already
I was like,
there.
so like just the legs.
That's
or-
exactly what I was going to say. When you said housemaid, I was like, so
Which
what
part?
happened to the rest of her? Is there explosion marks? Were we too late?
Okay, so
All
that's-
right,
so
I'm gonna go up
that's
to this
actually-
guy and see what's going on.
All right. He says hello.
Hello?
Oh, Jade, right?
Yes.
I'm Amina Tazi.
Pleased to meet you. Well, I assume I've seen this guy around.
Oh yeah, it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody.
Except me.
Yes, the elders sent us to help out with building the house. Can you tell me what comes next?
Well, I've got the frame in, which we just need to build up the walls and get a roof on the top. It was going to take me about probably 2 days of work to do it on my own. I'm glad you guys are here. Wait, are you here to help?
Yes.
Well,
Hold up my small hammer.
I'm prepared.
Is that what we're calling it?
That's what I call it.
please, by all means, we're just making walls. Come on. And he starts grabbing bricks and starts laying them down. He seems to have a renewed skip in his step because he's got some people to both help him out and to talk to during this project.
I don't talk.
I'll wave
We're
you
not
over
being
and
paid
say,
to talk.
"Come on, guys, let's get these walls up."
Who all
In what
helps?
room do you lay your clutch of eggs? As I start building this place.
Don't pay too much attention to him.
I
We're
am something
working
called a
out the kinks.
Synthesoid. No. Robot. I am a robot. Robots are acceptable in your tribe, yes? I am a robot.
How is that something the elders have? What is that? Did the elders build
I
that
help
thing?
with medial labor. I say as I put up a little piece of wall.
Oh, this will help build houses. This thing's great. We should have got this thing a long time ago. Jeez.
I am great.
I tried my best.
Who's all helping?
All of us, I guess.
I will direct traffic.
All right. For every hour of work, you will take a might point. Actually, you know what? For every hour of work, it's going to cost 2 might points. But it is reduced by any edge you have.
Well,
It takes a total of 18 hours, but is cut in half for every person helping.
Cut in half for every person.
Yes, not counting the first guy.
so 18 hours for one person.
9 hours, 4.5 hours.
9
2
hours for 2, 4.5
So
for
it takes
3.
just over an hour.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But
So
hey,
even if we work for 2 hours and spend 4 might, we're done. And
Yeah.
that's assuming we have no edges, of which
I
I
have no.
don't know about. Can I contort the house together with my contortion power?
What?
no.
Yeah. I've tried to contort how these things work.
Can I spend mental effort to move small objects with my hedge magic?
These are heavy stones. Hedge magic's not gonna help you here.
Can
But
I-
occasionally he can go like this and pull and pick up Colin's hammer and pull it over his hand and use it.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
He's done.
can-
By the way,
And
I'd like to
Colin-
give a little shout out to Wild Rides. He says, "Hey, we make great videos." Ha! Thank you, Wild Rides. You rock. Thanks for watching.
You.
You're the
Hey,
best, Wild Rides. Love you.
Can I build in a back door to this
Love you
building?
too,
Like
Wild
a secret entrance, a secret back door that I can use to rob the place later?
Do you have any skill in such a thing?
Yes, I have a skill in
Covert
breaking
construction.
security measures.
You do have like a security measures type skill. That's
Yep.
right. You know what?
I do.
Make make an intellect roll. It's gonna be a level 3. Well, yeah. You know what? Depending on what
Like a
level you make,
Secret back door.
depending on what level you make on this, depends on how easy it will be to detect it.
Okay, so I should set difficulty
I
0.
was gonna say so.
If it's
Crassus's
not
effort
very
doesn't-
good, it'll just be a back door.
Yeah, like if you roll a difficulty 1, it will be difficulty 1 to spot. If you make a difficulty 6, it will be difficulty 6 to spot. That's how it's gonna work.
So Crassus's effort doesn't contribute to our work because he's secretly digging a tunnel that goes from one side. Like, what are you doing over there? Don't worry, I'm just making mortar for you guys. That's why I'm digging. It's a bunch of mortar.
I think I did this right.
So would he won't really fail the test of compassion as long as the elders think he passed it, right?
So you didn't do it correctly. You were supposed to only put in 1 effort, but 1 effort costs
Oh, okay.
3 points.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll have to mark off your 3 intellect points that you spent, but it was only 1 effort.
Okay.
So you made a difficulty 2. So it's not very well hidden at all.
It's just a normal back door that's painted the same color as the stone.
Yeah, basically.
And there's a Wile E. Coyote like tunnel painted next to it.
You put like a curtain in front of it. You found like a piece of cloth and you like draped something over it and hopes no one will like look behind it.
Maybe at that point he's just thought is later on I will sneak back and finish this work because clearly.
So the house is made after how long did we say it was? You said
I didn't catch how many people
Yeah,
were
a
working
couple of
on
hours.
it.
It's like
Because
an
it was
hour and
rounded up.
7 minutes if we took 18 and then halved it for each of us.
But with his tomfoolery, I'm sure he'd go ahead and round it up to 2.
Yeah, it's gonna take 2 hours. So everybody's gonna take 4 might to
And
do
I
this.
become impaired.
I have one
Or
left.
if you have might edge, it will be 2 might.
Ooh.
So Vi gets to do it with only 2.
Yeah, she's fine. I have 1 might left. I'm not impaired, but am ready to go.
Tazi says, "Thanks for all of your help. Would you like to have a meal with me and hang out and talk for a while? And
Oh, sure, that sounds good to me.
me and my
I'd
bride would
appreciate
love
do
to."
this for at least 1 hour of your time.
Let's
Basically.
take a break.
So everybody takes a break, and you talk a while, and you meet his wife. She's very pregnant. They are starting a family.
I feel like they don't like my time spent talking. Throw it out there.
And
I am impaired at these things.
after the meal, everybody can make a 1 hour recovery roll.
They're like, Praxis, you wait outside though.
I'm still at 10 minutes. Pourquoi? Should it be an hour?
Oh,
now?
because you have to move it yourself each
Well, I
time
clicked
you
it's
use
not
it.
doing Oh, there it goes. I clicked it like 3 times.
Yeah, it takes a lot of clicking for it to actually switch.
Oh, I got Max.
Nice.
There we go.
She's probably perfectly fine.
I'm pretty good now.
I am still pretty tired.
Most of the points I've gotten in my last 2 recoveries, I've put directly into might and speed, and they have still not managed to get back up to my intellect. My brain is
Same
so
here.
big, and everything else is so not.
I have legit the exact same problem. I'm
So
still at half. My might and speed are both half of their maxes, and my intellect is only down 2.
it is evening time. By the time everybody's done, y'all had a nice big dinner. You are full and just a tiny bit sleepy from the meal. Tazi says, if you ever need anything, just don't hesitate to ask. His door is always open to good friends.
Do you have any
Thank you.
globes?
Glow globes.
I thought you said glow worms. I was like, gross.
Also, yes.
Glow worms. yum.
Little do you know, a glow globe is actually just a jar full of fireflies.
Yeah.
He says, well, they are a little pricey, but you helped me build a home, so you know what? Maybe I can give you one. And he'll produce a glow globe for the party as a whole.
Yay.
So,
Is this just a light source for the dark?
yeah, it's a globe, and there's a button, you press it, and it glows. Or you turn it, and it glows, and then you turn it, and it yeah, it's like a flashlight, but in all directions. A lamp.
Okay, I'm gonna put it down on my character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just what I needed to turn my goggles into night vision goggles.
If I find that the glow globe is no longer in the
Are
community,
those goggles like an artifact or an oddity or something?
No,
you
they're
reuse
just
them?
they're
Or is it cipher?
nothing. They're literally just they're an oddity. They're goggles that tend to
Oddity,
be green.
okay.
Yeah. Just
I, by the way, have a cape made out of the parachute that I landed here with, and my cape is always fluttering in the wind, even when it's like not windy.
that's cool.
Which is, yeah, very
that fits
neat.
for your characters so much. Like in the middle of a nice dinner conversation, your cape's just like. Can you not do that?
What do you mean? I'm doing nothing. 'Tis the wind. What wind?
We're inside of a house.
The wind his
I
robot
even
suit is
know
breaking.
what humans do. Do humans not pass wind from their posteriors?
The cat's going crazy trying to catch it.
Well, what were the lizard chickens called again?
I don't remember.
Lizard chicken.
Oh no,
no, the little ones.
Killix, I think they were called. I don't know. I don't know where my
Killix.
book is.
They're
With
the
all my
ones.
notes
They're the
in it.
ones that are flapping.
Oh
the
wait, I
cape.
found it. It's here. Kiddix.
Kiddix. There you go.
You
We
know,
don't
we
have
should,
cats.
we should
We
rename
have
the spider creatures in this world Killits. Just straight up, oh, kill it. What is that? Kill it.
Fire.
No, it's babies are with fire. They're just killets. And when you see the babies, you're like, oh, killets with fire.
So what is the next thing y'all are doing for the evening?
Napping?
Yes.
Sleeping.
This is
Well,
not
maybe
our
we
home.
should at
Do
least
you
tell
normally
the
dwell in other
elders.
people's dwellings? Is that how this works?
Well, you slept in a barn last night, so
I did.
just saying.
Is that not right?
We should probably keep it that way.
So where is everybody spending the night? Back home?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm
home.
gonna go
Yes.
home.
Okay, everybody goes back to their
Oh.
respective places, except for Jet, who doesn't have one.
I go to a barn, apparently.
He can sleep in my barn.
All right.
Look at this-
Shall we meet
I'm
at
looking
the
at this barn
elders?
going, this is not as nice as the place we just built, okay? Perhaps I should go get mortar and fix this.
I believe Jade said something important.
Shall we meet at the elders in the morning?
I think, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody has a nice, good long rest, and you can make another recovery roll.
Yeah.
Come
Ooh,
on.
full recovery.
Man, I've rolled 4 like so many times. So not helpful.
Again, I think I have more points than I need.
You can't get more than your max.
Give me
Can I
that.
have some?
Give me your points.
Yeah, I'm maxed out now.
As the
I
dawn
am nowhere near
breaks
max.
and you have your morning meal, the scene fades to black as the game ends.
Oh no, we've gone blind.
Yes, that is right. This is where we're ending for this session of the Dead Unicorn. If you're watching, thanks for watching. Click the subscribe button. Click the like button if you like this, because that's always helpful. Hey, I wrote a D&D adventure. It's in the description, so check that out. If you want something like that, hey, buy it. Other than that, from myself, Colin, Tarek, Howard, Helen, and Crystal, have a good evening. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.